Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Josh Mansfield, a teacher with the Demon, and with me is Nathan Fox, one of the founders of LSATdemon.com and the weekly podcast Thinking LSAT. Our email today comes from Eli with the question, apply in fall with current GPA or wait to apply at some schools with GPA after fall of 2025 semester.
Hello, Ben and Nathan. I'm getting ready to take the LSAT in August for the first time. I will be entering my senior year this fall as well and hope to be submitting some applications by mid to late October. I currently have calculated my Credential Assembly Service GPA to be around a 3.45, which I know is not great. My question is, assuming this fall semester I can obtain a 4.0, would it be wise or unwise of me to wait until late December when fall transcripts are released to apply to some REACH schools? If I have a strong fall 25 semester, this could boost my GPA closer to or at the medians for a lot of schools I'm interested in. But I also know that applying later and into 2026 could hamper my chances at acceptances for fall 2026 matriculation. Thank you very much. All the best, Eli. Do you want to tell him or do you want me to tell him?
I'll tell him. Hey, Eli, you should just not apply this fall. You don't have your LSAT score. You should wait and go get a 4.0 this fall and this spring and bump your GPA up. And possibly consider maybe waiting on graduation, go take some community college classes, or if you've got a good scholarship and can take some more classes at your school, do that. Do a summer semester and push your graduation and take as many 4.0 credits as you can possibly fit in before you actually have your bachelor's. And then you should go focus on the LSAT and get your best LSAT score. And once you have your best LSAT score, then you should apply.
GPA first, then LSAT,
Yep.
then apply, then decide if any of the offers are worthy of you. You're trying to do GPA and LSAT and apply all at the same time, Eli. That's not how this is done. What's the damn hurry? Tell your mom and dad, I said you shouldn't apply this year. You should apply next year. You're only taking the LSAT in August for the first time? Meanwhile, you've got competitors who are going to be applying on September 1st, having already taken the LSAT 5 times. Only their best score is going to count. You're going to take it in August and just apply with one score? You're putting so much pressure on that August exam by doing it this way. Not only that, but you're going to be doing applications and your LSAT prep at the same time. That's not good. Not only that, but as Josh said, you could spend a full year rehabilitating your GPA if you would just wait until next fall to apply. So this is a no-brainer. The answer, you've got, Eli's got 2 options here: apply now or wait and apply in December, and they're both wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You need to wait till next September, Eli, and then you'll be a prepared applicant instead of somebody who's just rushing in at the last minute and like half-assing it.
He says that he wants to apply by mid to late October, and
No.
that's like, and as if that, and that's the early, like, oh yeah, I'm getting
Right.
in
Oh
early.
yeah. Well, if you're taking the August LSAT, then like not getting your score back until September sometime, and also, by the way, you would be then starting your fall semester where you know you need a 4.0 or you need a 4.3 if your school gives A pluses. You need A pluses.
Yeah.
You need to rehabilitate this GPA the best you can.
I think that the biggest problem here is it sounds like Eli's just trying to get in. Right? When he talks about bringing me closer to the medians at my REACH schools. Right? Eli, you should be looking at how am I going to go for the right price, which with a 3.45 GPA, if your median, like if that's the median of the school you're looking at, that tells me that it's a school that's further down the rankings, and you
Yep.
should be going, you need to be going for nothing, right? You need to be getting, you need to be getting a full tuition or as close to a full tuition as possible, and getting your GPA up should be the priority. And please don't go pay for that law degree that you're thinking about based on this email.
If the median GPA is 3.5 or 3.6, that's just not that good of a law school.
It's not.
And
No.
so you shouldn't be paying money to go to that school. Not given what people actually pay. Go to
Right.
lsatdemon.com/scholarships and dig into like see what this scam actually is, because 4 out of 5 people pay something less than full tuition, and in many cases you got more people there on a full ride than people who are paying even half of the tuition at some schools. So you need to get in to the right school at the right price, and that means you need to pump the brakes significantly. Yeah.
I was really glad when I saw this email. Number one, because I always like the opportunity to try and help students
Oh
stop
yeah.
making bad admissions decisions. But I think it highlights something that's a really important lesson for those who are in undergraduate wanting to apply before their senior year. If you don't have a 4.0, you are better served waiting until you finish your senior year, because you can get your GPA up. Even
Yeah.
hundredths of a point make a difference at
Yeah.
some of the top schools.
Yeah.
Even if you come to me and you say, Josh, I just finished my junior year, I got a 3.97. Great. You should go your senior year and go get 4.0s and make that a 3.98.
Or
The
4.3.
or
Yeah.
for well, right, with yeah, exactly. If your school gives A pluses. And so the only people who are not served, and I still would tell them to wait because of lots of other reasons, but if you are looking at your GPA right now and it is not a 4.0, you should not be applying until after you have your bachelor's in hand, so that you can spend as much time as possible rehabilitating your GPA.
Yeah, totally. I I think, Eli, this is a big opportunity for Eli, right? This is the type of person who a year or two from now ends up coming back to us going, "Oh my God, I'm so lucky I found you guys. You saved me $300,000."
Right.
And we go, "Yeah, I know. It's great. I mean, I'm glad you saw what's going on with this scam." But the law schools, they perpetuate this like artificial scarcity.
Mm-hmm.
They have these nominally super high tuitions, and they make it look like it's so prestigious and so difficult to get in, which is true if you have bad grades and don't take the time to rehabilitate them. It's also true if you rush your LSAT and don't get the right score. Then yeah, it can be like Eli would be just barely scraping in this cycle. Take the LSAT once and apply right away with a 3.45 and a mediocre LSAT. And then yeah, it'll be hard for you to get in. And when it's hard for you to get in, they're going to charge you full price.
Yep.
But you wait a year, you rehabilitate your GPA, and you prep for the LSAT properly. You take it multiple times. Law schools only care about your highest score. A year from now, you're the type of person who gets a full ride at that exact same school.
Yep.
Where, oh wow, it was about to be difficult and beyond your level, and they were going to soak you for the maximum tuition. You were going to be that 1 out of 5 who's actually paying full price. But no, instead you can be one of the 2 out of 5 who are there on a full ride potentially. If you just take the time to follow our advice. Eli, schools love it when people take gap years, especially if they were gainfully employed during that time. Take that year off, plan to go get a job working somewhere in the law. That helps you figure out whether you even want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're at it, we've been recommending that you take 1 gap year.
Oh,
Absolutely no problem taking 2, 3, 4
I took
gap years.
5.
Yeah. And again, you can tell your parents that we said this is okay, because you're probably not going to be making $100,000 a year in your first job as an attorney. You might, some people do, but most people don't.
And not if he's going to a school with a 3.45 median.
No, yeah, that in that case, very few people in
Right.
that school
One
are
of
going to come
like
out making
5
six
out
figures.
of 300 are going to.
Yeah, so this is the smart financial decision to make, Eli, is to take at least 1 gap year. Take your time, get that GPA up as high as you possibly can. Prep for the LSAT if you're getting straight A's.
Mm-hmm.
You can prep for the LSAT at the same time. Don't take your first official test until your practice tests really indicate you're ready. Like Eli says nothing here about LSAT preparedness.
Right. Oh man.
So Like Eli's registered for the August test, but should Eli take the August test? I haven't seen any evidence that he should. He's probably taking it because of this plan of like he wants to rush into law school.
Right.
Okay, but if your practice tests don't indicate that you're ready, then you're not ready. So you should withdraw. And you shouldn't even register for the September or October tests. You should just wait until your PTs indicate you're actually ready. Then you can start taking the official test. And if you waited just 1 year, now you've got, you know, skip August and you've still got 8 or 9 more attempts before next cycle.
Right.
Not that you can take it 8 or 9 times, but you've got 8 or 9 test dates available to you so that you can, if necessary, exhaust all 5 of your official attempts. Many of your competitors are doing that. And like I said, if you follow this plan, Eli, you're going to be competing against people who did it the other way, who did it our way. And that's not going to work out well for you.
The difference between a 155 3.45 candidate and a 165 3.6 candidate,
oh my God,
is
night and day.
Night and day.
No.
Like
hundreds of thousands of dollars of grants between those, separate those 2 applicants. And again, go to the scholarship estimator. Just Google LSAT Demon Scholarship or go to lsatdemon.com/scholarships. And you'll see a representation of all of that publicly available American Bar Association data. We just put it in a more easily digestible form so that people can really get that message. But
yeah.
I got a sense that Eli's parents are trying to push him down this road faster than he really needs to be going. And so I would send mom and dad to lsatdemon.com/scholarships.
I would also send mom and dad the link to Parents Night. We had volume 3 a couple months ago. Nate, that's a show that you and Ben do every year that kind of outlines and talks specifically for parents. I will put that in the show notes. Send them and have them go watch that video.
Yeah, or just Google LSAT Demon Parents Night, and you'll probably just need an LSAT Demon free account in order to watch that video. But it'll be well worth your parents' time to see me and Ben, a couple old guys talking to parents who are now in some cases actually younger than us. And we're like, no, we really mean it. There's hundreds of thousands of dollars at stake here. And you're crazy to rush into this. You'd just be far better waiting another year, getting your ducks in a row, then applying. Show up on the first day of applications like you mean business, instead of applying late in the cycle with 1 LSAT on record and a bad GPA.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eli.
Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.